Hi folks, this is Gieson Cacho with the Bay Area News Group, and here is my review of Gravity Rush 2 for the PlayStation 4. But wait, you've never heard of Gravity Rush 1? There's a reason for that. It's not surprising because the original was a launch title for the PlayStation Vita, and unfortunately for the game, the Vita hasn't exactly lit up the charts, and with the small install base, it's less likely that you've heard of this series. The first game was seriously underrated. If you haven't played Gravity Rush 1, check it out. There's a remastered version on the PlayStation 4. After that, you'll appreciate the gorgeous beauty that is Gravity Rush 2. The sequel brings back most of the characters. There's Kat, the protagonist, Sid, her longtime friend, and Raven, her one-time foe, but now ally. The three are sucked into a gravity storm, similar to this one, and they are transported into another world. Like the original, players play as Kat, and they don't have any powers in the beginning. What's going on? Kat needs her feline friend Dusty to activate her gravity powers. He's missing, but she eventually finds Dusty, and the two team up and start changing the fortunes of their friends in the Banga settlement. Eventually, Kat and her crew make it to Jirga Lao. It's a huge city. It's beautiful on the surface, but players discover it has problems. And as Kat lifts the profile of the Banga settlement, they get more and more into trouble. So here are the three reasons why you should play Gravity Rush 2. The first is locale. Sony's Japan studio and Project Siren did a fantastic job with the environment. I mean, look at it. Look at all those nooks and crannies. Like Hexville in the original, Jirga Lao is a place you want to wander around, and the city invites exploring. At the top, there's the rich part of town with big estates, the military base, and the council building. In the middle, there's the main area with an open-air market that reminds me of something out of South America. There's a harbor district and a downtown full of floating skyscrapers. But things get interesting as you fall to the bottom. Below, there's a collection of airboats that serve as the slums. Everyone there is poor, and it shows the stratification in Jirga's society. If that weren't enough, there are also familiar places and new rifts to explore for a varied environment. Now let's talk about mission design. The quests are quirky, but good. The designers create scenarios that capitalize on Kat's abilities. Not every mission is about fighting. Sometimes you have to find a doll, sometimes you have to find a store. Other times you're just helping the Banga settlement out mining. Of course, some missions are better than others. The stealth quests are hit and miss. And yes, there are combat missions, but the developers set them up in a way that bolsters the story. Lastly, there's Kat herself. I mean, come on, she's cute as a button. The charm from the first game carries over to this one, and Gravity Rush 2 rewards those who played the first game. Players will see familiar faces, and you'll learn more about secondary characters. When it comes to Kat herself, the team has revamped her moveset and progression system. They also introduced 2 new sets to her combat repertoire. Lunar Style gives her limbs lightness. That allows her to take down fast enemies and leap long distances. Meanwhile, Jupiter Style makes her limbs heavier, so her attacks deal more damage, but it makes her slower as well. Gravity Rush 2 is one of those one-of-a-kind games that's so memorable. It has a stellar cast of characters, and it's complemented by an unusual gameplay system and world. It's also a title that's more than twice as long as the original, so players will find a lot of bang for the buck. The only thing holding it back is some annoying stealth missions and some bugs. That's why I give Gravity Rush 2 3 stars out of 4.